All right, now the approach ramp is about 400 yards. The ramp itself is only about 30. You got 5 buses to clear.
Got what?
5 buses, 5 buses, 5 of them.
Thought we was doing 7.
No,
Well,
this is just 5 today.
This is just 5 today.
All right, we got it.
Downtown Coolsville, baby. I reckon. If you use the nitrous, you may overshoot.
I'm sure.
The video y'all getting ready to watch, it's probably going to be a little longer than what we normally have. Well, I know it is, but we've got it's a lot of stuff in it. We've kind of been a little crazy here lately because we've been pounding so hard trying to get some of the stuff that we've had in here for a while, get it out so we can move on to get some other stuff in here. So this video's just got a kind of a montage of a lot of different stuff. Pretty entertaining. I hope you like it. I hope you don't get too bored with it. I don't think you will, but just want to let you know it is going to be probably a little longer than what you're used to, but it's been a while since we put one out, so y'all just hang in there and watch it all, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell everybody. Even if it's bad, tell them.
Tell them how bad it is.
Can I do what I was gonna do?
I don't care what you do, just do it. Do it. Okay. All right. Okay, it's Friday. Friday afternoon in the shop. Seth and Olivia have gone away this weekend to...
Ivan and Olivia have...
Ivan and Olivia. Seth is here.
All right.
Ivan and Olivia have gone to Virginia this weekend, where he's from. They're going to spend the weekend up there with his parents. So Seth and I decided we're going to get down here in the shop and work on the Sportster he bought. We've never worked on bikes before. I've had bikes over the years, but never really worked on them. So this is going to be something new to us. But Seth bought him a 87 Sportster. He wants to make it into a chopper. All of his buddies have got choppers, so we're gonna attempt to do that. Which, well, we're not gonna attempt. We're gonna do it. We may hit some bumps along the way, but we're gonna figure it out and do it. But what he got an 87 Sportster that was originally an 883, and supposedly had a 1250 kit put on it with a hot cam. And the guy, from what it looks like, he was starting to strip it down to paint the motor and all, and was in the process of putting it back together. And I guess something come up. He decided he didn't want to finish it or needed the money or something. So we bought it as is. Everything looked good on it. So what we're going to do, we've decided we're going to completely strip it down, rewire it like a chopper, take everything off of it that it does not need, make sure it runs and shifts and everything, and then he may even ride it around a little bit like that, and then we will eventually cut it and hardtail it, because that's his final plan on it. But we wanted to make sure that make sure it had a good motor in it, and transmission and all shifts good. But we don't have any reservations that it doesn't, because the guy had a video of it running. I took the plugs out last night and looked down in it with a camera. The cylinders look brand new, so we feel good about everything. We're just going to make sure it runs, get rid of all the stuff on it that don't need, and
Yeah, so if we
See what
start with
happens.
the wiring harness, I guess, looks like headlight, all that stuff is up there. The coil here, everything, the whole harness, we'll just get it, lay it out, look at what we need, what we don't need, chop it and put it back in. And
We're gonna put just what it needs to run, brake light, tail light, and headlight. Everything else is gonna come off of it.
Yeah.
All the controls up here on the handlebars will be gone. We'll get rid of all of that, and
I do have another, I have the stock carburetor too. We can't find any emblems or anything on this carburetor, but it seems to be a new one. So if this one don't work, got the stock one to put back on there, and little stuff like that came with the bike that may or may not have to be changed out, but we'll get to that point when we get to turning it over and stuff to see if this is gonna work or not.
and luckily we've got YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. If you've never done anything, don't be scared to do it. Somebody has put a video on YouTube to show you how to do it. Nobody did it for us with the vans. We did that for y'all. So. But no, we feel good about it. We've got a lot of buddies now that fool with them. So if we can't figure it out, we got some people we can call on and get it figured out. But I don't think it'll be a big deal. It's it's
2 wheels.
2 cylinders. We're usually working with 8. 2 wheels. We're usually working with 4. So how hard can it be?
Here goes nothing.
We're gonna do it. Yeah.
All right, got a pile of wires, got a pile of parts.
We got everything off of it that we can saw. It's all wire wise. We got one plug down here. I think that's just going to this, maybe going to the ignition inside the case. I'll find out for sure. But pretty much every other wire's off of it. Got to put the bar stripped. So I think what we will do is just start making up a wire and getting just the necessities wired up so we can get it cranked up and see if we make sure the motor runs.
Yep.
And, we have no idea what we're doing. We're just doing it.
That's not factory.
No, we just not knowing. We just wanted to hook everything, just to hook the stuff up for the, just to see if the starter worked and would spin it over. So we just took the factory switch, wired it up, turn it on, and then we just got a rocker switch.
Yeah, I see that.
No, not even a rocker switch, but just a
Just a-
spring switch to, so it'll spin over. But what we'll do once it gets the hardtail and all, and figure out where the wiring goes, we'll mount this circuit breaker somewhere and wire it up like it's supposed to be. Get the coil wired up, get fire, because all we got to do, wire the starter up, wire the coil up for the ignition, and the ignition, headlight, brake light. That's it, ain't it?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
about it.
keeping it super simple.
And we'll hire, all the wiring will be hired. But all of this, all that'll be gone off the back. I think you cut the frame about right here. Cut it here, and then cut it here and here. Weld the hardtail kit on, and
I mean, it's basically just a whole carrying case for the engine itself, and that keeps everything rigid and tight.
and then you get to bounce your little butt all over the country on a hardtail.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, man. That looks good. That's money.
Whoa, dude.
And we're live.
Okay. When we last left, we were stripping the wiring harness off the Seth's bike to get it rewired so we could get it running to make sure everything was all right, and then we're going to get the hardtail kit and hardtail it. We went this morning to find a few parts that we needed, like some brake handle stuff. He was looking for a seat, a couple different things, and we screwed up
Big time.
We got there and found something that we go ahead. We just couldn't pass up, so we came back with this. The guy actually had a hardtail Sportster already done, and it was just really too good of a deal to pass up. Seth has stuck his tank that he painted on there just to see what it looked like, but it's a pretty cool setup. It looks like it's long. It's like, we measured it, it's like 8 inches longer wheelbase than the stock Sportster. So what we're doing now, we're getting ready to take the motor and everything out of this bike so we can start transferring it over to that bike. It just honestly, for what we could have bought the hardtail kit for and do this bike, we're way ahead of the game with this because the work's already been done. So it was just kind of a no-brainer. Wasn't really something that we really needed to do or was expecting to do, but it was just one of those situations where we had to. So we did. So Seth's got him a hardtail now.
But if we take the rear wheel down, we
Any
can
comments?
pull it forward right here.
We'll see.
All right.
So you're saying the arm. All right, well, it's only a couple bolts in there, ain't it? No bolts in it now? Let me check these boxes. I got one over here. I might not be able to pick the darn thing up, man. I'm not as hulked out as you
got
are.
it. I think you got it.
Have you,
I don't know. I don't know if the terminator's gonna go back.
unless you get might get forward with it. You got the idea there, bud. There it goes. You got it. You got it.
Damn, King Kong.
There, you can set it. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I just kept looking. I was like,
Hey, you can
man, it said on that video that
you
I
were
watched, I
rolling
think
with
it was
it, you
Throttle
were rolling.
Addiction. They said on the Sportster, it looks like it comes out this side, but it actually has to come out this side. So,
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. I would have dropped it.
well, you have succeeded in screwing up a perfectly good box. Now,
Motto around this place. Think something good, make it sketchy.
this will be going in
Did you get Ethan pulling it out?
this. It was filming.
It was.
It was filming when he pulled it out. Yeah. Yeah,
No,
it was-
you
it
had
was,
when you were. I didn't know what to do. I would have. I would have dropped it. Literally, I would have.
All
Definitely
right.
would have
Try to
dropped
pick it up now. It's not as heavy as you think.
No.
No.
Well, I
Once you
gotta
get
go
your arms around the front and
now I gotta get
where it was is because you're way up here. You gotta. It's heavy. I think those are 500 pounds, 400 pounds.
No,
Yeah.
no,
They're
way.
heavy.
Man, a small block Chevrolet had like 600 pounds.
They're heavy with the primary and the clutches and the fluid and everything.
If I picked it up off the ground, that counts.
Oh, it's probably
3.
maybe 200,
No.
300 pounds. Man, because a small block Chevrolet had like 600 pounds.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not.
The whole conversation.
Got the internet. Pull it up.
Jamie, Google it.
Jamie, do a quick
All right.
Google on that. So we're gonna decide what the next step is.
Oh, you were recording that whole time for real?
Whole time, yeah.
Well, I got it a few inches off the ground. That counts. Oh, I actually did a really good job.
So they've decided they're gonna try to just stick it in there and see what it looks like.
It's resting. I got it. I'm gonna adjust it.
Yeah, there you go.
Framed up.
Oh,
Put the tank on there.
Okay. It's good enough.
Sit on it.
dude.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna walk. Yeah.
Shouldn't fall out.
There. Heck yeah. And I just need everything else.
Man, that thing is long and low. That's cool.
Look how far that motor is in front of it.
It's long and low, man. That's cool.
That's it.
Dude, look at
But-
where.
Dude, those look like Fords, but that would just be factory mids right there. That's gonna be comfy.
All right, so we got to this point here. We just been bolting little stuff up. Rear fender off of there. Obviously the drag pipes. Just messing around with the tank. And there's actually nothing in here yet. So this is sitting back. But that tells me that I do need to get this raked out, which you can do that with the stock frame. So I think I can achieve something close to this rake. And right now, the battery is just sitting in there. I'm gonna see if we can bolt it back up and just bump it over while it's in here. And also Matt's here. He's got a tail light that we got to put on.
Howdy.
Howdy. Most definitely in gear.
She's a runner.
Hungry.
That's what's happening on the 87 that Seth bought for him. The one that we got, the 88 that's over here.
Yeah, let's see what.
This was one of those things. It was a deal that came along. It was really too good to pass up. The guy could not get the thing running, and we figured it was something very simple, in which it was. So, what we're going to do with this is a 1988 1200 Sportster, and not knocking somebody's style by no means, but this is just not our style. This big tank, this headlight, this bobber look on it is just not really us. So we're gonna take this bike and get it looking with just stuff that we have and parts that maybe our friends have, and just get this bike looking a little bit different. And we're just gonna sell this. So Seth and I, it's Sunday, so Seth and I are getting ready to put it and transfer it over. If we don't drop it off of this onto the lift that we can raise up and down instead of just this shop table. And we're going to start taking the stuff off of it that we don't really like and trying to find the stuff to add back to it that'll make it look like we kind of want it to look. We've been tinkering around on this one all day and got it looking to what we think better than it was. We got a different tank on it. Ethan has some handlebar risers We put these drag bars on it and put these risers on it. Looks pretty good. We got a couple things else we're gonna do. We put another carburetor on it, and Seth and Ethan got everything plumbed up. So we're gonna see if it fires. I had to completely take every pin out of all these plugs and repin them. So I hope I've got them right. It may or may not fire because all that has something to do with the wire.
Yeah, something like that. Well,
We'll see.
so shall we see? Pepcock
I smell
on.
gas.
Yeah, it smells good. Do you want to do it?
I don't care.
Can you put more gas in there?
Yeah, let's see if it gets fire.
It could, yeah. The tank was almost empty, so with the Frisco, sorry for that.
Done.
All right. It could be that it's not getting enough gas.
Yeah, well, where the petcock is, and it's
Mm-hmm.
maybe there. Is this all this shit rattling?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's a ride.
It's just a wee bit chilly bug.
Good morning. It's pretty chilly outside. It's raining, but we're all here happy at the shop. What's going on, everybody? We're working on the 67 this morning, getting the brakes straightened out. Got new shoes on her. Got new wheel cylinders just 5 minutes ago.
Just 5 minutes. He just come back from the parts store.
That's what we're doing right now this morning. Gonna get these on. Gonna get the front calipers on and start testing out some brakes.
We've been putting a little bit of work in on that Sportster.
Yes, I am.
Might have to speak up because the heater is definitely kicking this morning.
I am attempting to rebuild a CV carburetor for a Harley. Never had one in my hand in my life. So I just went on and tore it apart.
That's the best way to learn.
Yep, but it was in some bad shape.
Right.
Very bad shape.
Was there any gunk in there built up?
Golly, it was, the main jet was so clogged up. It was just nothing. I mean, the bowl's not that bad. The seat for the needles,
Gotcha.
pretty dirty. We'll clean it up.
We've been making some pretty good headway on this bike here. This is the one that we picked up that had the big star on the tank and all that good stuff. So we took the stuff that was off my frame and threw it on here, this kind of Dyna style light and fairing, my tank, and Ethan come through with these risers, as I'm sure y'all saw in the previous clips. But this thing is coming together pretty good for the parts we had. And as we mentioned, there's my old frame and then there's the new frame. Hopefully going to be starting on that soon. And yeah, this is what a Tuesday looks like in the shop.
That ain't no big deal.
Think you could? Is that something you'll have to tear back into it and see what's
I
happening?
think I got that rod right, and it may still be stopped up, but it should be squirting a little something.
I got
So
you.
it's either the pump or this thing is stopped up. But that right there is way better than what we had last night with that other carburetor.
Yeah. It wouldn't do that. I was about to
Sounds like it's falling apart, but it's not. It's all these tools rattling on this.
Gosh, that's
It sounds healthy now.
Yeah.
Before it was falling on its face.
Yeah, and everything is burning. Everything, the heat in the cylinders is the same. Everything feels the same now.
that
Gotcha.
other car was just wanting to throw so much to it.
I swear, I believe that carburetor he got, I believe it was for something
I don't.
bigger or something. It was jetted so,
Right.
it was just throwing so much.
Which would make sense why it didn't fall as fast,
Mhm.
too, because it's wanting to give more fuel and let more fuel in. And that one right there, wow.
So now, if anybody needs a CV carburetor rebuild, I seem to be your guy.
Right. Right. Yeah, it was you only had it apart for like 15 minutes, had it back together.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not, it's pretty simple. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything, but once you've rebuilt a quadrijet carburetor, that right there is,
That's like half of a half of a
Yeah,
half of a
that's
quadrijet.
that's nothing.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll keep tinkering on it.
Yeah.
Look how fast this falls. I'm gonna call it a guillotine, but watch how fast this falls. The other one was staying up longer and giving it more fuel, and just you'd crack a throttle, it'd be like, wow.
Dang.
So I made that. I don't know. I was just looking at that. I was like, is it me, or is that falling quicker than this car?
Right.
And when we put that one back on, that one, it's chopping nice. So
Yeah, it's doing.
that's what it was doing. That's good.
Well, we broke for lunch not long ago. We let it sit. It's not even, I mean,
I would say that.
oh no.
Yeah, I think the float's sticking.
All right, well, I guess we'll have to just break back into there. Yeah, look at that too. That's draining.
Overflowing. The needling seat was not seating, and it kept overflowing the bowl, the float. So we have been messing with it and tinkering with it. So what we did,
Let's see what we did.
this is the carburetor that the guy bought. This is the size of the seat that was in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's in and that it's in that other carburetor. This was the needle that was in the stock carburetor. We don't think this was the stock needle, because just imagine this in the other carburetor. That thing was in there like that, just kind of flopping around.
Yeah.
So it would get to a point and it wouldn't seal up. So we took this carburetor apart and took the needle out of it, and it fit perfect down in there. Put it in that carburetor, and it seems to be doing good. So
Yeah, this is a classic little guy, big seat.
Little guy.
So we just put a big guy in the big seat and
but
ran like that.
Oh gosh.
it took taking that thing off about 12 times to
To
finally figure that out. I have had it apart probably at least 6 or 7 different times trying to get that needle to seat up in there, and it just never would. So we
Gotcha.
finally knocked this pin out of this float and just tried it, and it seems to be working.
All right, now the approach ramp is about 400 yards. The ramp itself is only about 30. You got 5 buses to clear.
Got what?
5 buses. 5 buses. 5 of them.
Thought we was doing 7.
No,
Well,
this is just 5 today.
This is just 5 today.
All right. We got it.
Downtown Coolsville. Reckon. If you use the nitrous, you may overshoot.
It's dead at the door now.
No. Oh, and he only got 3 buses.
As our hero approaches.
Makes you almost want to keep it.
A little murky in the afterburner.
Yeah.
Makes you want to keep it.
Nah, it just makes me want to get one.
Yeah, I know.
What are we up to, Maine?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Putting some wild friggin' possum shavers on the old chopper here.
Yo. We took what was on my frame and got it on the table here. And Ivan plasma cut some stuff out for me. I cleaned them up. We got extra eyes. Mr. Ethan here. We just been lining them up. We eyeballed it, we measured it, and it come out to the T perfect. So these are just gonna be little accents pieces and stuff like that on the frame that we're working on now. And
I'll get out of the way, sorry.
there'll be like little panels in there with the paint, and there'll be little accents like that through all the frame. But
Wild game cutters.
that was this was the first step, I guess, into the modifications.
Yeah, well, it's out and everything's stripped. I mean, this is
Time to do it.
good perfect time.
So we're gonna keep on keeping on. Alright, we're back down here in the shop. As you saw last night, we were playing around with the choppers a little bit, but now we're back on the 67. And Ivan and I have drive shaft responsibilities.
Yay.
So, slicing and dicing drive shafts, making stuff right, front and rears. And what else do you think we'll tackle today?
Well, you got all the brakes worked out yesterday. I'm taking this dust cover back off because for some reason the flex plate is hitting it. To find out what that is, and it's just it's just all that buttoning up little things here, working out fuel. Just trying stuff.
Won't work. Try
stuff.
Switch it up. Try
Switching it
stuff.
up. Yeah, just buttoning it all up. Just
Cool deal. But a little at the time, and it's
yeah,
getting-
we're chopping away at it.
Yeah.
Getting along.
and so we'll be doing that. We'll probably revisit some of this stuff after hours today, possibly. In case I didn't get a shot of it last night, here's kind of what we did. And then there'll be more to come right there, but right now back on the van.
Just wait till you people go away so I can start this friggin' grinder again.
Crank her up, bud.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
So that did the job.
Heck yeah. One shot, one kill. Literally, I think that did it, man. I think he did it.
We're trying to. That sleeve juts out just a little bit. Too close to the spring by the time everything's bolted up, so that little bit gets the shock closer to the frame and a little further away from the spring. Things look a whole lot different in here now, especially over in this area.
Just imagine the Winds of Change song playing while he's standing there.
The winds of change, bud. The winds of change. I don't know right off.
You don't know that one?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't like it. It's just I pinged off of it.
Ah, I got you.
Things are changing. You know what I'm saying?
'Tis the winds of change.
We are getting ready to once again redo the shock mounts on the 67.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, so we had, I don't know if we said we didn't record, I don't think, but we worked out and had shock mount over here on this side. It was perfect. Everything was great. We went around to the other side and we had forgot about the steering arm on the other side. So we had to revamp and redo, and that's what we're doing now. We're going to cut the mounts off that was mounted here, redo them, get the other side done. No harm, no foul.
Cool.
What's going on here? What happened here?
Well, you know. You did it.
Oh, I thought so. What's wrong? I was like, what are you talking about?
Seth decided to hang his Sportster up that he's not going to use now. So we had to hang it up.
Had to put it somewhere.
Yeah. So now it's hanging from the rafters of the swim shop. Nice and quiet. Yep. 4.5 inches have got to come out of this tube. We got this one already, the length cut. We just got to true it up and weld it. Cut 4.5 inches out of this, weld the end and put new U-joints in it, and we'll have some drive shafts.
Cool deal. How's she looking, boss man?
Like she might fit.
Word.
Hell yeah.
Look at that.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you getting done?
Trying to. You interrupting me, dude.
I'm just kidding, man. You go ahead.
Well, the back one is underway yet again. Drive shaft ends not fitting in some tubes. Having to chop another tube to make a new drive shaft. Just, it all went crazy there for a minute. So this is a whole new new to us drive shaft. This is the end out of this tube, but this is cut short like the other tube was. We thought we could use this end, but anyway, there's our real drive shaft. That's all squared away now. We'll get that welded up. But yeah, well, I can tell you this, working in the shop with the new arrangement here has been really, really awesome. We got tons of floor space. We've been keeping things clean so far, so hopefully that'll stay like that. And it makes working on stuff like this a whole lot easier when things go a little wrong, because now we can find bolts. We know where all the tools are, all that good stuff. So.
That's all a lie and doodle. Hello there. What's happening? What's cracking?
Deep beyond the depths of the floorboard, two adventurers climb their way into the darkness. All right, what?
Exactly. All right. What we got going on here today, right now, in this very moment in time, is here's the original gas pedal and where it mounted. And it was a pusher. All right. So now what we have to do is make it a puller.
All right.
So it'll be a yanking like this up through the floorboard.
Okay.
It's got to be, you know, foolproof, safe, and functional.
Oh, absolutely.
And it will be. So
that's at
what's
least
going on right here right now.
being tackled right now. We've got all sorts of cables. Might have to order something, but this is all from years of racing and just other vehicles we've had around here. And also we're messing around with cable style shifter. So that is all underway. And it's so weird because, like I said, you got to make stuff behind you operate. So it's got to go through here and back there somehow. Lots of science, lots of research, lots of development.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of chemicals involved.
Next on Arrested Development.
What we're doing here now is trying to figure out how to get the shifter to the transmission, the linkage. We were going to try to get the factory column working, but it's just, we can't come up with a practical way to do it. So we talked to DJ, and he has no problem with the shifter being mounted in the floor. So we're going to mount a B&M shifter in the floor with a cable. But our problem is those cable shifters come in from the back, where when you hook your linkage up, this is the way the shifter pulls to put it in gear. So it would be mounted here, and the cable would be coming in and loop around to hook to here to shift it. Well, in order to do that, that cable's got to come around here. We've got to figure out a way to route it, come up here, and go through the floorboard here. So it would have to be, good gosh, 10, 12 foot long, and I just don't think we can do that. So what I'm going to try to do is figure out a way just to shorten it up a little bit. Maybe flip this up here and make a mount to mount it where the cable can come in here and pull that way to put it in gear. So that's one of the things we're trying to figure out. And then we've got to figure out a way to get another cable from just about where I just pointed, all the way back here and come around on the other side over here to shift the transfer case into 4-wheel drive. So,
And we saw, like Ivan said, we saw a version of that on a column that might
yes,
work. It's
so-
more mechanical.
yeah, I think that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to put the 4-wheel drive, 2 and 4-wheel drive linkage on the actual factory column to where you put it in 4-wheel drive there, if we can make that work. Ivan's working on the accelerator now, because that's another thing. We got to come through the floorboard somewhere around in this area with the accelerator cable to come down and come around and then come up through here to go up to the top to hook to the linkage on the carburetor. So that's among all the other challenges that we've had figuring out the logistics of that, of the stuff with the 4-wheel drive and all. This is probably going to be the toughest trial and error part of it, is getting all this stuff worked out to where it'll work, because not only is it's got to work, it's got to continue working while he drives it down the road all the time. So it's going to be fun.
I've got some ideas too.
You got some ideas? Just like that. You just got ideas. You got some ideas. Okay.
Pretty simple stuff.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, kindergarten.
Right. A new pedal has been recruited.
New
But
pedal.
New to us pedal. But it's going to work
It's
exactly
the same.
the same.
It looks. Not that it don't matter what kind of pedal you got in here, but I mean it looks the slimmest, like the factory did.
Yeah.
So it looks a lot better.
It's a little more compact than that other pedal was too. I think that other one, did that come out of a square body or something? Or a square body van or something? G series van? This one came out of a Eagle, AMC Eagle.
Yeah. So I just shortened it up here, modified it where we could go right below this grommet hill.
Sweet.
So now if I need to make any more adjustments, we'll do that accordingly. But now that's it. We're just getting ready to drill the holes in.
Set her down in there. Yeah. Oh gosh.
We gotta figure out the linkage going to the carburetor.
10-4.
That's gonna get creative. Oh my God. I think it is. It's gonna work.
It's gonna be fine.
It is gonna work. Heck yeah. We were able, and I don't know how we saved it, but I think this is an original, a stock
Like G series van.
G20 cable from an old carbureted van that we had here. It's in perfect shape, and it is actually, we think the way we've got it routed and the way we did the linkage at the carburetor, that it's actually going to work. So
Whoa.
something went right.
We don't know what year it's from, but it was from a carbureted G series van. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, probably like an 84, 85 maybe.
The only problem we're gonna have is can't do nothing from this end. Nothing.
nothing doing.
So
All right. Well,
let's go on back down with it.
back at it.
Yep, getting ready to cut kits today. I'm gonna be cutting out. You'll be cleaning up. And I think Ivan's working on the linkages on the 67 until we get it cut out and he can start welding the stuff up. We got I think we've got 2 kits going out this week, and hopefully the 67 we may finally be about done by the end of the week. I hope that's what we're shooting for. We're still working out little kinks here and there with it, but we're getting it there.
Yeah, just where it's all that little little detail stuff, man.
I know we haven't been documenting stuff, but it's actually, honestly, it's been aggravating because seems like we just keep doing the same thing over and over. We'll do one thing, get it figured out, get it done, and then we realize that we can't do it because this is in the way, or this has got to be changed, or what. And it's
shock mounts have been one of those issues. The steering on the driver's side, and the length of the shocks. We thought we had it figured out. Turns out you mock them up in there a little too long. Yeah. So, just stuff like that. And then we did get the cables. That was a big worry, but the cables are going to work out.
Ivan and I got the accelerator cable on the carburetor worked out, which was big. Pretty sure we've got everything worked out on the transfer case shift cable. We just got to figure out what length we need. There's a company that sells those cables in different lengths, so we're going to measure that out and see what length we need. We still got to make brackets on the transfer case to actually shift it. Anyway, that's what we're going to run in. We've been a little stressed on this one, so we're trying to get this one done and get it out so we can get the other one in. So.
And just for future reference, when this thing is all buttoned up, tightened up, we'll do a walk around on it.
We'll do a walk around, and it'll probably be the only one you ever see. Because even though we know how to do it, I don't know that we'll do another one of these.
Yeah, it's been the first and the last.
It's tested us. It's been one of those, but we're getting it. We're slowly but surely getting it.
Yeah, but over the weekend we went to the CBA here in Salisbury, North Carolina, and as you know, we got the motorcycle side of the shop. And I actually found a few parts for mine. This nice king and queen seat here. This I call them ducktails. Just nice little fender. We'll chop that up. Found this pretty cool double-sided. This is the fake side, but double-sided kind of tank. It's pretty low, pretty compact, but it's big enough to hold a lot of gas, and I want to definitely have enough gas to ride wherever I want to. But this is actually Ethan's front end. We mocked it up not long ago, and that's an 8-over with the, this is just stock rate. But the plan is to do possibly a wider front end, 8-over, and some type of bull bars, something like that. But right now, that's sitting off to the side until we can get a few more projects knocked out. And hopefully y'all will be seeing that thing fire up soon, because I've got pretty much almost everything ready to go. So that is a project that is on deck, along with the other 15 projects that are on deck. So
yeah, we got a lot going on.
Motorcycles, vans, kits, that's and lots of wood. In between all this, we got to go and split off and get wood. So
yeah, because we heat wood at 3 different locations.
Yeah.
Here at the house. So.
But it's all happening.
What's going on over here?
Just mounting the shifter for the transmission, just checking it out. Just got it bolted in there, and that's about it. Nothing fancy right now.
Looks fun.
I'm about to go ahead and get the cable mocked up and shot through here and see where the best place is gonna be for right here.
Nice,
Well,
nice.
that's all I got so far.
All right, good report.
Yep, take it back to the captain.
Hi, bud. Hey, buddy. Wow.
Yeah, this is the cut department. This is where everything for the kids gets cut. Then it moves over to the cleanup department. Once it leaves the cleanup department, it goes over to the welding department. And then start cutting. And then it goes to paint.
Which is over yonder?
Wherever Seth hangs the stuff up.
Yes, yes.
Pretty high tech.
Pretty high tech. But y'all cleaned up the shop. I guess y'all have talked about that.
Yeah, we
You have chairs.
we got a spot for clowns and kick back now and take naps.
Not a lot of work's getting
Real
done.
good.
Yeah.
No, we really have been working a lot. We haven't been filming a lot because we've been working a whole lot. So
Yeah.
get caught up to get it done. We're tired. We're stressed. We're not gonna make it. We're in rough shape, man.
All right. Swim shop.
Grinding.
You're just grinding?
Just grinding on these plates. Got all our flat plates here, and then tackle hangers we cut out and make ourselves, and then some more plates, and this is what our shackles.
There you go. How long does it take you to like grind down one of those pieces, like to where it's smooth?
If I'm going fast, it takes me probably maybe like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Because the plasma cutter, what it does, it gets it close.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
It gets it pretty close, but it's got some waves and stuff in it,
Yeah.
and
It's straight-ish.
straight-ish, exactly. It's the general shape. So then what we do is that's all the slag that's on there. Kind of take that and strip all the slag off, and then just first what I like to do when I'm shaping it is have the grinding stone to shape it all out, and then this just to kind of finish it and round some of the sharper pieces off. But
And that's how you make a swim shop kit, right?
and that's how you make a swim shop kit. You, just
That
take it
easy.
down with nice shiny metal, and it goes in a box and it's shipped out.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, we'll see you like 3 hours from now.
yeah, 3 hours from now when there's a kit all welded up and built. All right. Well, we're moving ever so closer. The shifter is mounted. The hole's drilled for the cable. The gas pedal's mounted and hooked up. The kick down's hooked up. Everything's ready to go. Springs on it. I'm gonna wait to do all the little adjustments when everything's running and working. and then I'll finish up, you know, prettying everything up and whatnot. But everything's mounted right now, and not far to go, not far to go at all. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm building something sweet, man. All right.
All right. Just finishing up some of the stuff on the 67. Y'all just saw some updates and got caught up on where we're at on it. It's been one of them. We've said that several times, but we're getting it there. We're chomping away at it. Finishing up the kit over there. Ivan's working on, and yeah, that's what we got going on. We're gonna keep going. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Don't forget to check out our buddies at OK Recycling. Renegade Graphics.
Check it out.
Does all our tees. Order some merch from us. Check out our buddies at Prism Supply. Y'all be seeing a little bit more of them here pretty soon. And yeah, just keep on keeping on, and that's what we'll do. Thank y'all.
I got a new hat. Let's just see how long it takes before it looks like this.
Yeah. All right, y'all see it now.
It's already splotchy.
It's already breaking in, bud.
Mark it down.
Seth, you look like you have had a rough day.
Yeah, that grinding takes a lot out of you. Plus, when you stay up all night watching Game of Thrones because you've never seen it before. I don't know if y'all have heard about it. It's this cool new show called Got. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Dragons and stuff like that in it. They call it Got. Gonna get got.
We haven't had TV around here for years, so we're just now catching up.
Yeah.
Makes for a rough day.
It's one of my favorite shows
And
ever.
it'll be
Ready to roll.
yeah. It'll be good.
So what's the next thing, Senior?
We're quitting, shutting it down. So couldn't find the belt, so we're done.